It looks like in every generation we're gonna get a Pokemon based on an object that makes some of the fans go like, really? A keychain? Looks like Game Freak is running out of ideas. In the case for Pokemon Sun and Moon, we got Dhelmise, but unlike many other Pokemon, I believe this one holds a darker background story that is only hinted in the games. That coming up in today's mini Pokemon Theory. If you did not know by now, the anchor is not the Pokemon. Mind blowing, right? I know. According to Pokemon Sun Dex entry, quote, what appears to be green seaweed is actually its body, end quote. So that raises a couple of questions that we're going to be covering in this theory. Number one, how is the seaweed able to get its hand on a giant anchor? And number two, why does it need it in the first place? There is no direct information from the games, but thanks to a few Pokédex entries we're able to speculate to try to answer these questions. And from what I have found out, it involves two other Pokemon, Skrelp and Dragalge. According to their Pokédex entries, Skrelp clings to seaweed and many times to Dhelmise. They are found together sharing some sort of mutual relation. Now why would a larger Pokemon allow a smaller, weaker one to ride along with him and provide a protection? My theory suggests that the reason behind it is because Dhelmise needs Dragalge in order to obtain the anchors. There is a couple of reasons why I say that. One Pokédex entry states that they get along with Dhelmise and Dragalge's poison is strong enough to, quote, melt metal. They also imply that ships who enter Dragalge's territory for the most part end up missing. This would provide Dhelmise who do not have an anchor yet to get their own. Which brings us to the second question. Why do they need the anchor for? Sticking with the Pokédex, it states that Dhelmise is strong enough to knock out a Wailord, but in Pokemon Ultra Sun it goes even further and states, quote, it only goes after big prey like Wailord. We know that Dhelmise feeds by sucking away the vitality of their prey, but what baffles me is why would Dhelmise go after a prey that is 4 times as big as him? Either it must be really hungry or have a death wish. The only logical explanation I can suggest is this. Remember that the seaweed is the actual Pokemon. I believe that there are colonies of Dhelmise that have not gotten their hands on their own anchor yet, leaving them hopeless without able to hunt prey on their own. These colonies serve as hiding spots and homes for both Skrelp and Dragalge. Those Dhelmise who have been able to get their hands on an anchor go out to hunt for the larger prey like Wailord to be able to provide for these vulnerable colonies of Dhelmise, thus closing a circle where Dhelmise and Dragalge benefit from each other, allowing both Pokemon to survive in their environments. Of course, that is my own personal explanation and nothing more than pure speculation. I do hope that within time Game Freak does answer these questions so we can have an official answer. But what do you guys think of my theory? Maybe you guys have a better explanation. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Pokemon fans.